Sir, our subject is social psychology, sir.
Yes, yes.
Social psychology. It is a interesting thing, sir. In the meanwhile, while other people join, I will ask 1 or 2 doubts only, sir.
Okay, okay. Carry on.
That will be better, sir. In the experimental method of psychology, sir, they say sometimes the experiment might prove unethical and dangerous. How it can be unethical, sir? Do we do anything unethical in our experiments?
Okay. Is it one question or so? Plus, let me clarify this question.
Sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much. Very much.
Okay. So, for example, we'll take example as a corona vaccine.
Kannada?
Okay. Hello?
Sir, tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. I am able. You have muted, sir. You have muted You have muted, sir. You have muted your mic, sir.
No. Just a minute.
You unmuted, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, for example, for any vaccine, you can take corona vaccine or X vaccine.
Okay.
Okay. For any vaccine, before coming to general public, they will do clinical trials.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Clinical trials. Clinical trials with consent, sometimes without consent.
Okay, sir.
So, with consent, it is the ethical one.
Yes.
Without consent, it is not ethical one. So, you may come across some news in the newspapers.
Yes.
Because of this test, they tested some dose among these individuals. They have got affected.
Yes.
Has been affected.
Side effects may be there.
Side effect, somebody died.
Sir.
So, that is unethical.
Unethical, yes. Without their.
So, in psychology, what happens?
Sir.
Many experiments are done by psychologists on different animals.
Yes, sir.
Not human beings. Whether cat, dog, or chimpanzees, they will imply those results into human being. Their thinking, problem solving capacity, adjustment, everything.
Yes, sir.
So that is the.
Sometimes some unethical.
Yes.
Possible. That possibility is there. If not always, at least some possibility. Yes, sir.
So that's why our psychology score may not be 100% accuracy, because we may not do active experiments upon the individuals, upon human beings. So many experiments done by the psychologist upon the animals.
Yes.
So they will generalize those results into human beings. So that's why it is not correct. It is not ethical also sometimes.
Yes, sir. Another doubt, sir.
Okay.
Social cognitive theories challenged their fellow psychologists to find ways to study mental process rather than casting them aside as unscientific. As traditional behaviorists had done, traditional behaviorists may not deny the thinking occurs, but they believe that mental process lie outside the range of scientific study. What is the actual meaning? What is the meaning, sir? That means mental process cannot be tested scientifically. That is what he wants to tell, sir.
Yes. You cannot open your brain, then you cannot test, no?
Sir.
Okay. Now we have developed so much. The robot can come to you and it will serve you in the hotel, and it will help you in all your aspects.
Yes, sir.
But it is not human being.
It is not human being.
Then that's what anything is artificial.
Artificial.
Okay. So, for example, you can take example as a face-to-face class and online class.
Yes, yes, sir.
In a face-to-face, there is a human touch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Human touch. Eye contact will be there. Sir.
Then in this online, there won't be any humanness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
there is no facial expression.
Sir.
Everything is online.
Sir.
You can just log into this app. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just log into Google Meet or anything. You can mute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Just log in. The teacher will go on teaching, but it is not going to your mind.
Yes, it may go or it may not go also. It all depends. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
During this pandemic, 80% of the students
yes, sir.
across the globe,
yes, sir.
They simply join the class. They will unmute this thing.
They will be doing their own chat.
Okay. Other than class, they do all the mess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unnecessary. They will open YouTube, or they will see, they will play games.
Yes, sir. That is correct, sir. 1 minute.
Yes. Anything else, sir?
1 minute. Sir.
1%.
Sir, one more thing, sir. This is in one more joined, sir. One Jaya madam joined. Okay, very fine, sir. No, you proceed as you like, sir. If there is a gap, I will be asking, sir. That is, you can go ahead.
No. You can ask question. No, we'll start at least 5-10 members.
Yes. In this principles of sorry, I have taken social. Our subject is social psychology. Sorry, sir. 1 minute. I have gone through the book by and large, sir, because before attempting the assignment itself, I have gone through the subject by and large. At a glance, I had gone through the subject. Okay. Without that, I never attempted this assignment, sir. This theories of attribution, sir. Theories of attribution. Kelly's theory and theory of Jones and Davis, sir, and self-perception theory. This is
under which unit it is? It has
come
under which unit?
It is coming under attribution, sir. It is coming under attribution.
Unit.
Unit, sir. 1 minute. Unit 5, sir.
Okay.
Generally, attribution, sir, this perception, attribution, somewhere, it is overlapping somewhere. Attribution error, fundamental attribution error, or something like that. This particular thing. This Kelly's theory. Kelly's theory is a little bit clear, sir. I tried to understand, but when it comes to theory of correspondent inference, I got a little bit confused how to capture it into my mind. I could not understand. Kelly's theory, also a little bit confusion is there. One example they have given in our textbook, sir.
Psychology itself confusion, Andy.
that is
because because it comes from the Indian Western model. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, somebody said this is correct, somebody said this is not correct.
Yes, sir, that is there.
Somebody said the social psychology theory, some of the psychosocial theory, somebody writes about psychosexual theory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This, sir, you kindly explain this theory of correspondent inference. Self-perception, also a little bit, sir. If you can throw some light on this particular thing, I will be happy, sir. Kelly's theory and the theory of correspondent inference. What is the difference? I could not make out. Attribution, my understanding is, we try to understand other people from our angle, sir. From his physical appearance, the way he talks, the way he behaves, and we make some inquiries also. Based on that, we come to a conclusion, he's a gentleman. Or suppose if you look at me with my beard.
So you want me explain about Kelly's theory of causal attribution?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. That one and another, this one, Jones and David's theory also, sir. These two.
Jones and David's theory.
Next, theory of correspondent inference, page number 51, sir. Page number 51.
51. Theory of 51, this is about communication, and 51. Nature of communication.
No, sir. Attribution, sir. Attribution.
Attribution, page number 47, no? Theories of attributions.
Unit number 5, sir. Unit number 5.
Yes. Unit number 5.3. Kelly's theory of causal attribution.
Causal attribution.
So, he has mentioned three incidents.
Yeah.
That is, you arrange to meet someone for lunch, but it doesn't come.
Okay.
You send several messages to a friend,
but he does not come.
They call you back. You are expecting a promotion from long time, but you did not get it.
I have not got it.
Okay, so here we, as a person, you want to meet someone, but it does not come because of various reasons. So you send several messages to a friend, but she does not call you back.
Yeah, not respond.
Expecting that response from her side, but you are not got response from her side. You are expecting a promotion from a long time, but you do not get it. So you are expecting something.
Yes, sir.
But you are not get that opportunity. So for this, there are various reasons. So somebody asking me to place the link. I will join within 1 second.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Link with the okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm okay. You are expecting something in the three conditions. You are expecting something.
Yes, sir.
But you did not get it. Okay.
Okay.
So for this, there are different. He has mentioned there are different causes for that. Why she does not come to you for lunch? Okay. Why she does not call you back? Why you do not get promotion? There are internal causes and external causes. So internal causes may be their own traits, motives, and intentions. Okay. She may be having another work.
That is external
work than you.
Other work means external.
External. Okay. So she may because of their own traits, their personality, then their motives. So see, at the same time, when you call somebody for lunch, at the same time, some important work may be there. So that's why she could not come to you for lunch.
That is external reason.
That is internal reason, internal cause. Is that other person internal reason, internal cause. Okay. Person's trait, motives, and intentions. Because of person's internal causes, he could not come to you. That is number one. Second one is external causes. That may be aspects of social or physical world. Okay. Sometimes both in internal and external causes. Okay. For example, you are expecting promotion from a long time, but you do not get it. The reason may be because really you did not work hard
to deserve a promotion.
The internal cause. If you work hard, then you will automatically get promotion.
Even if I work hard, I could not get promotion. Means it is an external factor, sir.
That is the manager's internal cause, personal reason.
That man is
doesn't
biased,
like you.
That man is having bias to me and bias. Yes. That is his internal.
Internal.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir.
Sorry. That is internal cause. The boss attitude towards you, it may be boss bias. It may be external cause.
For me.
Because you did work, you worked for that, you deserved for it. Because of his bias, his personal bias, you did not get a promotion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So working hard is your internal cause.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That personal ego or personal bias may be external cause.
Yes, sir. I got it.
You got it? Then okay.
That is okay.
Clear now?
That is clear, sir.
Okay. Then what do you want me to?
That theory of correspondent inference.
Inference. Okay. This theory of correspondent inference. He has given that we should be able to learn a lot about them up to okay. Behavior provides us with a rich source on which to draw, so we carefully observe the behavior of others. We should be able to learn a lot about them. Up to here, it seems too simple task, but it is not so easy to understand others, which makes the task of understanding others difficult. Okay. So if you observe somebody in a certain given point of time, you develop some positive or negative attitude towards the person.
That is attribution, sir.
That is attribution.
That is attribution.
Then based on your observation, you attribute something. You draw inferences from his behavior.
By his behavior, I form an opinion whether he is a good person or polite or something like that. My point is.
Yes. I'll come to that. But within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes, you observe the person. You can form some opinion. It is not correct.
Maybe bias.
Because of he's having some internal this thing, he behaved badly.
Attribution error, sir. Attribution error.
So often individuals react in certain ways, not because of what they really feel to do, but rather because external factors force them to act that way. For example, you observe a customer acting rudely towards a salesperson in a store.
Yes, sir.
For example, there is a Reliance Fresh market is there. Everybody stands in a queue. Okay. In that queue also, the person may be having a lot of items. Somebody having 1 or 2 items. Usually, the 1 or 2 items guy will go and ask the bill person that please do fine because I have only 2 items. No,
only 2 items or 1 item.
Okay, but everybody rule is same. Rule is that everybody has to
come in queue.
Yes, sir. Whether 2 items or 20 items. Okay, that is one thing. Then sometimes you can you went to a restaurant or hotel.
Yes, sir.
You are having little hunger.
Yes, sir.
So what you are feeling is that please come quickly. I will give you order. Please bring little urgent because I need to go office or I need to go. I need to attend some function or something. But in restaurant and hotel, everybody behaves the same. Nobody. Yes, okay. Nobody waits. Okay. Everybody is. I am urgent. Please.
Everybody says urgent.
Everybody demands.
Everybody demands.
I am paying you the money. Then you have to bring. But okay. Then in some cases, some customer behaves. He will shout at bill counter or upon the waiter because of items. Some items are not tasty items. Okay. Sometimes spicy, oily food.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the person is normal at all situations because of food served to him.
He got angry.
But for others, he may be a bad fellow. Why he is shouting? Okay. Because the reason is that he is hungry
and the food is not
good. Get good food. The food he expected, the food is not up to his expectations.
Yes.
Okay. That's why he got angry. Angry upon the
waiter. My point is, sir, in what way it is different? This Jones and David's this one. It is a attribution. It is a error in attribution. It is a fundamental attribution error by seeing him.
No. Here is based on the context. You are drawing some inferences. You are drawing some inferences about the person's behavior.
Yes, sir.
But it is not correct according to this theory of correspondency. Your attribution is wrong. Your inference is wrong.
Okay.
Because he is a good person at home. Because of food, because of behavior of that waiter or bill counter, he behaved angrily. But he is not that person.
He is just
calm, cool.
He is otherwise soft.
Otherwise, he is a good person.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay, sir. I will continue the. No, number is 14. No.
Number is 14, sir. Some quorum has come. Yes, sir. Now you proceed, sir.
My video is not. Why my video is not coming?
Video, you enable it, sir. You enable it. I will move. Now I will mute my speaker, sir, so that to avoid.
You can mute your speaker and video also. It must come, but it is not coming.
Only your photo is seen, sir. Only photo is seen, not video.
Okay. Okay. So, dear students, good afternoon. Last class is we just started about socialization. Lesson number 8. Nature and definition of socialization. Then we have already discussed about goals of socialization, impact of socialization, theories of socialization. Am I audible? Everybody? Okay. So we already discussed about this socialization. So our socialization starts from the family. Okay. Family, school, community. Yes. So family is our first school. Mother is our first teacher. So during preschool age, our socialization is restricted to home. Okay. Our interactions, everything will be restricted to home. You can interact with your grandparents, parents, your uncles, aunts, and siblings, so on and so forth. So once you get out from the home, once you join in the school, okay, from nursery onwards, you can have time to interact. You can get opportunity to interact with your peer group, same age group students, then teachers, then non-teaching staff of the school. So your socialization skills enlarges once you go to the school, once you enter into the school, because till that time, preschool age, you are not able to, you are not get opportunity to interact with others, your same age group, teachers and other persons. Okay. So socialization starts from the home, school, then at large society. So in the socialization process, different psychologists propose different theories. Okay. In this process of socialization, we have a theory of psychosocial development given by Erik Erikson. He was an American developmental psychologist and psychoanalyst known for his theory on social development of human beings. Erikson theory describes the impact of social experience across the whole lifespan. Lifespan means your lifetime. Okay. So your socialization, how it starts and how it ends across your life. So he has given 8 stages, basically, from infancy to old age. Okay. First stage will be trust versus mistrust. Trust means trusting somebody. Again, mistrust means you are not trusting that person. Trust versus mistrust. So this stage and relationship during the stages, this comes under infancy stage. Okay. So during infancy stage, you can trust your mother because she feeds. Okay. Then she does all the activities for your comfort. Okay. Then the positive outcomes from each crisis is hope and drive. Okay. Then sometimes maladaptation, sensory distortion and withdrawal. Okay. So somebody doesn't have mother. Some person may lose at the early stage of his life. So he miss the mother love and affection. feeding and everything. So it may not be, you may not feel mother's love because of he lost their mother. Okay, that is up to 0 to 18 months. This trust versus mistrust. So birth to 8 months, 18 months. The second one is autonomy versus shame and doubt. Okay, sometimes you feel autonomy, sometimes you feel some shame and doubt whether I have to do or not. Okay, so here, so relationship with parents. Okay, so during this parents, during this 18 to 3 years, 18 to 3 years, one can get talent training by the parents. Okay, then muscle coordination. Okay, so our according to our developmental sequence, we have different stages of development. For example, we have creeping, crawling, sitting, standing, walking, running. It is a sequential order. Okay, creeping, crawling, sitting, sitting with support, sitting without support, then standing, standing with support, standing without support, then walking, running, jumping. Okay, so from creeping to running, there is a sequence. Okay, then during this stage, you can develop willpower and self-control. Okay, so some maladaptation, that is those who don't have this according to the situation, so they're having impulsivity and compulsion. Okay, that is up to 3 years. Then next one, third stage is initiative versus guilt, 3 to 6 years. Okay, it is a preschool stage, 3 to 6 years, preschool stage. Then this family exploration and discovery, adventure and play. Okay, this is preschool stage. Children used to watch adventure Cartoon Network in the television because they like to watch adventurous activities. They want to discover something. Okay, that is about up to 3 to 6 years age. Then fourth stage is industry versus inferiority. It comes under 6 to 12 years age. Okay, so industry versus inferiority means industry means working hard. So 6 to 12 years, they may be school going children. They do lot of homework, project work, collaborative learning, group work, teamwork. Okay, so in this during this period, 12 to 6 to 12 years, they will be interacting with school teachers, friends, neighborhood. Then they will achievement. They will achieve something and accomplishment. Okay, they will get some prizes for their project. They will get good marks, good score, A grade, A plus grade. Okay, from the school. So competence and method. Okay, they will learn competent and they will follow different methods. Then fifth one is identity, role identity versus role confusion, 12 to 18 years. This is a adolescent stage, 13 to 19, teenage, the age of ambiguity. The age of ambiguity, the age of lot of stress and strain. Lot of stress and strain. Age. as a young adult. Okay, they're having some influence, friends influence, group influence. Okay, adolescent stage. Then sometimes they resolve identity and directions, becoming a grown up. Okay, so they want to follow some person, whether religious person or political leader or cine hero or scientist, actor, so on and so forth. So that is called as a hero worship. Okay, they will take somebody as a role model. Okay, so they want to identify themselves being certain responsible citizen. That is role identity versus sometimes role confusion, whether I'm doing my role correct or not, as a son or daughter, as a school student, as a community member. So he has to perform different roles at home, school, and society. So this time he has to identify him in the society. Sometimes he will have some confusion because of his sudden physical, social, emotional development caused by the adolescent stage. So sometimes he may be having some confusion. So as a teacher, we need to understand their stage specific characteristics, stage specific stress and strain. We have to resolve them. We have to guide them. Okay, that is role identity versus role confusion. Then next one is intimacy versus isolation. It comes under age 19 to 40 years. It is a young adult age. Okay, so intimacy with lovers, friends, and work connection. Okay, they will have intimate relationship with others, then work and social life. Okay, it is positive side. Sometimes because of some negative aspect, they will become isolated because I don't have nobody likes me, nobody loves me. Okay, I don't have any friends, so I am in isolation. They will feel like that during the age 19 to 40 years. Okay, during this stage, the potential positive outcomes will be love and affiliation. So, love from the parents, family members, their fiancé and their kids. Okay, affiliation from the work and social life. Okay. Then next one is seventh one is generativity versus stagnation. Age comes under this stage is 40 to 65 years. It is a middle age. Okay, so during middle age, maybe they are having children. They are having responsible community member. So this stage is called as a giving back stage. So you have to give something. You have to do social service to the community, helping and contributing. For example, so during this pandemic situation, lockdowns. Okay, so some persons voluntarily they have distributed medical kits, napkins, medical instruments, then masks, sanitizers to the near community members, needy people. Sometimes the COVID positive patients are there. Somebody distributed the food items also. That is giving back to the society. So positive outcomes will be care and production. Then last one is integrity versus despair. It comes under old age. Okay. the relationship with the society, the world, life, meaning and purpose, life achievements. For example, somebody during this 65 plus years age, somebody does a job with a government or private. He served as a different capacity in the state government or central government, retired. Okay, so he will share his experiences to next generation. With his grandparent, with your grandchildren, or other persons in the other young generation kids. He shares his success story. He shares his success story. During my young days, I prepared for this. I got an opportunity to become an IAS officer. I worked as a collector. I did all these things. Okay, that is integrity. He can motivate by his life experience. He can inspire the young generation because of his achievements. Okay. Opposite to that, despair. Somebody may not be successful, led his life successful life. So he always feels that if I would have become officer or that person, I would have done these activities. So because I don't have any opportunity to become that person, so you better to achieve that goal and serve the society. That is despair. Okay. So wisdom and renunciation. So these are the 8 stages given by Erickson. That is psychosocial crisis stages. Okay. Anybody having any doubts? Any clarifications? Yes? No doubt? Okay. Next, I will discuss next one, that is agents of socialization. So this agent of socialization is an individual or institution. Okay. It replication of the social order. So in simpler words, an agent of socialization is responsible for transferring the rules, expectations, norms, values, and folkways of a given social order. So you can transfer the rules of the society, then expectations of the society, then social norms, social values, and folkways of a given social order. Okay. So nowadays, society, the principal agents of socialization includes the family, the school system, and the community, and the culture. Okay. Peer group and the mass media, which help the child to become a social adult. Okay. So first, we'll discuss about family as a social agent. So the most important agents of socialization is family, which helps mold an individual. The family values, beliefs, religious inclinations, and political views shape an individual's outlook towards society. Parents are the biggest influence for the social development in children. So before school, your preschool age, your socialization restricted to home. Okay, you can observe your parents. You can imbibe all the values, beliefs, traditions, customs from the parents, grandparents, and others in the family. Okay, the family values, family beliefs, religious inclinations, and political views shape an individual's outlook towards society. So parents are the biggest influence for the social development in children. Okay, that is the role of family. Then school as a social agents. Okay, schools. So after family, schools are the most important influence on an individual. Okay, so after family, everybody needs to admit into the school. So after family influence, there will be influence of school. It is the most important influence on an individual. So schools help pass on knowledge, create awareness, and inculcate the feelings of tolerance in individuals. Okay, it helps pass on knowledge, create awareness, and inculcate the feelings of tolerance in individuals. Okay. Then the second step of socialization in schools, where a child meets different kinds of children and learns to make out the right and wrongs in the society. So before school, the child may be having the same socio-economic status, whether rich, middle class, or poor. So once he admitted into the school, he may be exposed to interact with all type of children in the school. There will be mixed of different socio-economic background, different family system, different values and belief system. So when you interact with the other children, then you can make out. So what are the right thing you have to do and what are the wrongs in the society? Okay. So what is social order? So what is the respect in the society? Okay. So how to take respect, how to give respect, how to respect elders. So how to interact with others. Okay. So when you interact with the children in the different background, then the children learns to make out right and wrong in the society. So that is the school. The next one is community and culture as a social agents. Community and culture help pass on the religious views and culture traditions in an individual. So in our India, we may follow different traditions, customs. We have Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Zoroastrians, Sikhs, Parsis, so on and so forth. Okay. So we'll respect we'll do all the religious festivals. Okay. A community is group where an individual meets people with similar ideologies and interact for personal and community growth. For example, the child from the Hindu background, usually they will do this Vinayak Chaturthi for 9 days as a group, as a youth association. So each colony will have that Ganesh ideal. Okay, they will participate every day in the religious ceremony. They will participate in a group prayer during all 9 days. Okay. Likewise, Dasara festival, then Sankranti, then for Christians, Christmas and other things. Then for Muslims, Ramzan, they will do fast for 45 years, for 45 days. For Christians, they also do it before Easter. They will do fasting for 45 days. Okay, it all depends on the traditions, culture, traditions in an individual. Okay, so religious views. So Christians' religious views are different. Hindus' religious views are different. Likewise, Muslims' religious views are different. Okay, so everybody as a community member, a community in the group where an individual meets people with similar ideologies and interact for personal and community growth. Okay, so Hindu child will interact with similar ideology. They will perform all the things according to Hindu culture and tradition. Likewise, Muslim person also will do all the things in their Muslim culture. Likewise, Sikhs, Jains, so on and so forth. So this is the community and culture as social agents. Then peer group. So meeting like-minded people, making friends, and hanging out together may seem like a teenager's life. So teenagers, 13 to 19 years, you'll maintain like-minded people as a group. Making friends and hanging out together may seem like a teenager's life, but in fact, each and every individual in society loves to have social contact. So man is a social animal. One cannot live without society. One cannot live as an isolated person. So one has to be member of the particular society. Okay. Sometimes he influences that particular society. Sometimes he himself influenced by the society. So we are a social being. So peers have a great impact on an individual's thoughts and line of thinking. An individual learns to behave in a manner that they think will be acceptable to their peer group. So peer acceptance is an important part of socialization. For example, during adolescence, the peer influence will be there. They try to make friends. They want to listen friends. They may not listen to their parents because that much of peer intimacy is there. They will give importance to their friendship. Okay, so peer acceptance is an important part of socialization. Okay, if you are having good friendship, automatically will become a good member of the society, useful member of the society, future citizen of particular country. If you are having a bad peer group, then you will become anti-social element. Okay, so that much influence will be there upon the adolescents peer group influence. Then next one is mass media as a social agent. So in today's world, mass media is the one of most important agents of socialization. Okay, people are influenced by the social norms portrayed by the mass media. Okay, so media they will work for their TRP rating. Okay, so they will show something, they will portray something, they will create some social norms. Okay, about political, religious, and social views are enforced in hard way through the repeated exposure and argument put forth by the agents of mass media. So we have social media, mass media. So in social media, the bad thing will be shared very frequently. Sometimes. Likewise in mass media also. So sometimes they will show repeatedly something, some bad thing. So it always influence the general public. So they keep on showing the same thing. So many public will influence that they need to do all this nonsense sometimes. Okay, if you use social media, mass media for a good cause, definitely it will help the society as to become a good social norms, to follow social norms. So this is about agents of socialization. Then next one is social development. In social development, we are discussing about social agents. Okay. Then who socialize the child. Okay. Then it plays very effective role in the formative years of the child. So if a proper social development does not take place, the child in his later life will face difficulty to deal with the society in which he lives. If everything goes well, definitely child will become good person later life. Otherwise, sometimes he will face many difficulties to deal with the society where he lives. Okay, so therefore, social development is imperative for a child's growth as he learns most of the suitable behaviors from the surroundings in which he lives. So the society influence will be there. For example, uh, where you are living, your community, the community influence will be there. Okay, some child may be living in a good environment. Okay, what we call somebody living in a slum area. Okay, so the community influence will be there. So because of that community influence, child will having adjustment problems, personality problems, and so on and so forth. So in social development, they are given different roles. They have mentioned 8 roles. That is, first one is the parent-child relationship, which is the first part of the early childhood, has been considered as the terrible 2S. Okay, the child here has increasing proveness intellectual power and language skill, which transform the nature of parent-child relationship. The child becomes less compliant, and difficult to manage than before. So the major task of socialization is talent training has to be confronted here, and parents find it highly frustrating and as such loss their patience during this time. So once they want to do training for talent training for their kids, they will get frustrated. Okay, sometimes they lose their patience during this time. They lose their patience when they have to be more nurturing and caretaking. In addition to this, they also become more disciplinarians. Okay, so too much strict is also may not good. Anything too much is very bad. Okay, so everything will be up to the mark. Okay, you may not cross that limit. Some limit will be there. You have to hold. That's it. Okay, too much strictness. Okay, too much authority upon the children also not recommendable. Okay, they will become more disciplinarians. Okay, very strict. Okay, they will listen to the parents at home, but they behave as they want to behave in the outside. Okay, then so research in this area provided some guidelines to tackle this issue. Okay, they have done some research, for example, first, second, third. Okay, so combination of general parental warmth and specific explanations for specific prohibitions are said to promote effective discipline. Okay, so you have to maintain some limit. Okay, warmth and specific explanations for specific prohibitions are said to promote effective discipline. So you have to encourage the student. You have to encourage. You have to motivate them to become independent. Okay, so this is you must not make the children dependent on for everything upon the parents. It is not correct. So you have to make the child to be a self-reliant. Okay. So this is because of parental warmth will make the child eager to maintain the parents' approval and to understand the parents' reason for the prohibition. This will help the child from concepts of what is appropriate and then behave accordingly. So if you explain the students what is good and what is bad, why you have to do, why you must not avoid that thing. If you explain everything good and bad, they will follow only good. Okay. If you don't explain, they don't know what is correct and which is correct. Then second, consistency is very important. When parents are not consistent in their behavior, there is more conflict in the child as to what approved behavior is and what is not, and this leads to child maladjustment in the later years. Okay, so you have to maintain your behavior in front of the kids. You have to maintain consistency. Okay, so then only the child knows that this is socially approved behavior, this is socially not accepted behavior. If you yourself as a parent, you are not maintaining your behavior consistency, then the child may not understand. He may be having more conflict. What is correct, what is not correct. My father is like this, my mother is like this. Sometimes my father does this thing, it is good. He says that this is good behavior. Sometimes he does that activity opposite, and he says that this is good. So the child may have more conflicts because of your inconsistent behavior. So your parent, you behave consistency, then the child knows that okay, this is socially approved behavior. This is not socially approved behavior. Okay, you have to maintain consistency. Then third one, the concerns with how controlling should the parents be with their children. According to studies, it has been found that when parents combine warmth with moderate restrictiveness and an authoritative style, it helps the child to become independent and develop a socially matured person very early in their life. Okay, so you have to maintain the tag, you have to maintain the line. Okay, the concerns with controlling should parents with their children. According to studies, and we found that parents has to behave combination. You have to use combine warmth with moderate restrictiveness. Okay, you have to maintain both the things, that is warmth with moderate restrictiveness and an authoritative style. Okay, so it helps the child to become independent and develop as socially matured person very early in their life. If you maintain the combination of warmthness and moderate restrictiveness and authoritative style, so it helps the child to become independent and develop as socially mature person very early in their life. Very early in their life. Okay. Then sex roles. The idea of sex roles among children develop as they start identifying with their parents. So boys and girls initially adopt many behavioral problems, many behavioral patterns, which are traditionally both feminine and masculine, but the time they are 4 to 5 years, they switch over properly to their gender types behavior. For instance, choice of ties, games they play, etc. So the boys and girls tend to identify their roles. Then they'll choose the ties games. So these ties belongs to boys. These ties belongs to girls. So these games belongs to boys. These games belongs to girls. They will differentiate with the both genders. Then boys imitate the male In particular, their father and girls imitate the female, mostly the mother. Okay, so children of the 4 to 5 years age, they try to imitate their father and mothers. Okay, so children's awareness of sex difference is increased by their cognitive development. So until the age of 4 to 5 years, most children do not understand the principle of identity. That is, they do not recognize that certain characters of objects remains fixed even when the appearance of the object changes. Okay, so they may not understand that object permanence. Okay, the contributing factors of sex type behavior are both cognitive development and observational learning. The environmental influence also play a big role on them, because parents have tended to boys and girls differently with regards to play, things, dressing, and educational material, etc. So usually parents choose the toys, books, okay, then other objects. They will differentiate between boys and girls. Okay, you are a boy, you have to use these toys. You are a girl, you can use these toys, soft toys, like that. Okay, then peace and play. So after parental influence starts slowly reducing, the children grow and is replaced by the pressure of the peer group. Okay, so during adolescence, up to school age, before adolescence, they listen to parents. Okay, they will imitate parents. So once they cross the childhood to adolescence, so they will replace the parental role. They will choose peer group, friends. Okay, they will listen to their friends. Okay, they want to be friends of rule for everything. Somebody wants to want a new bike, not his choice, but the choice of his friend. Okay. Okay. So time is up. So I'll stop here. Tomorrow I will continue with the same topic. Okay. Is that clear? Any doubt? Yes. Nobody responding.
No, sir. Fine, sir. So far, so good.
Fine.
We have slowly and steadily.
Okay.
We have dealt with each and every point, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow I will continue with the same topic. Then after this, we will move on to 9th unit, that is concept of self. Okay. So my advice is, like Murthy sir, you can go through your syllabus. Okay. Then it is easy for you and easy for me to discuss the different concepts. Okay. So learning is always reciprocal. Okay. Give and take. Okay. Okay. I learn something from you. You can learn something from me. So it is a give and take. Okay. So I want active class. If you respond, if you before attending the class, you can read well. Then okay. So I will stop here. Tomorrow we will continue with the same topic, the same time. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Friends, my request is, if you are having any WhatsApp group, kindly include my number. If anybody is having a WhatsApp group, I will give my number. Kindly include my number also in the group so that we can know each other if developments